Today's topic is going to be on Diablo Blancos, and I'm going to discuss what they are, how to recognize one, and how we as leopard gecko breeders need to classify them better, in my opinion. First thing is, what is a Diablo Blanco? Well, Ron Tremper specifies a Diablo Blanco as being an all-white gecko with two solid red ruby eyes. The genetics being made up of Blizzard, Tremper Albino, Eclipse, and Patternless Stripe. So essentially it's a Blizzard mixed in with a Raptor. Ron Tremper also has frequently asked questions about the Diablo Blanco on his website, leopardgecko.com, some of which I'm going to quote. And the first question is, are there any variations of the Diablo Blanco? And he's quoted as saying, yes, his double offspring that he bred together, that he got Diablo Blancos with red snake eyes and Diablo Blancos with normal albino type eyes. But not one Diablo Blanco has ever been hatched with any of the usual dark blackish pigment as seen is in the Blazing Blizzards. Now, personally, that poses a little bit of a question for me. How can you have a Diablo Blanco with normal type albino eyes? It doesn't, that doesn't meet the description right off the bat of a Diablo Blanco. It's supposed to have solid red eyes, right? Well, he's created a solution for this, which he calls just a Blanco, which is a genetically patternless gecko with normal colored albino eyes, which I'm assuming is his version of the Blazing Blizzard. I guess that's the solution. Maybe he just refers to his geckos as Blancos instead of Blazing Blizzards, but I don't know. I would be curious to see if anybody knew anything about that. My other personal question really is with the Eclipse gene. When you're dealing with all white animals, you can't tell if the Eclipse gene is present or not because it's an all white animal. On a normal animal, you'll see the typical Eclipse trait where the nose will be partially white and the feet and the tail also show white characteristics. The tail being one of the most obvious. You'll have a good portion of the end of the tail being white. So it's really hard to tell sometimes when you're dealing with snake-eyed white animals whether or not you have a Blazing Blizzard that is with snake eyes. Is it just a Blazing Blizzard with snake eyes, or is it a Diablo Blanco showing snake eyes? Especially when the eclipsed eyes themselves are dark, being that they are supposed to be red, and maybe they are, but they are just extremely dark. And I'm just really wondering if some of these pictures that breeders take and post online, are you using special lighting effects? Are you using a special flash that really reflects the iris and really shows the red pupil? Because I haven't seen any animals with such bright red eyes. It makes it kind of hard to tell. I just ordered two supposedly Diablo Blancos from Reptiles by Mac, and I got them in today. They are both all white animals with slight yellow coloration on them, which is allowed. It's just not a high quality version of a Diablo, but you can clearly see that they have albino eyes and they both have snake eyes. So both animals have snake eyes, and that portion of the eye is extremely dark. It doesn't look red to me. Maybe under the right lighting it is. I don't know. That's what I'd really like somebody's advice on. But anyway, let me know what you think about the Diablo Blanco. There's a lot of confusion about it. maybe if somebody could clarify some things for me, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.